We've been talking a lot about Trump, his family, his company, his executives, and how they're all facing potential prison time. But there was a new report yesterday which discussed how Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, her husband, forged documents, lied on documents to Congress to help protect Daddy Donald. That they, along with many others, did what they could to lie on official documentation to obscure Donald Trump's crimes, and how this could be the thing that sends them all to prison. I want to show you this clip.
The problem with everybody in the Trump organization is that they all lie, and they will continue, as I did, including with Congress. We all lied in order to protect Donald. The problem, though, is that there are documents that show opposite, that I wasn't the only one that lied in the creation of that document. It was Ivanka and Jared and the lawyers and Sekulow and Cobb and you name it, Abby Law. All of them were involved in the setting up of that information to Congress.
And so that's Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen is speaking here from direct firsthand experience, because what he's saying is that he went to prison in part because he lied for Donald Trump, both verbally and in writing. That he lied for Donald Trump on documents, he got caught, and it sent him to prison. And so we're also talking right now about Alan Weisselberg, the CFO of the Trump Organization, who's facing his own personal crimes, but also entangled in the corporate crimes at the Trump Organization. And he's basically lied on documents as well. And why all of this matters is it shows that any sort of loyalty to Donald Trump just puts you in trouble. Whether you're his lawyer, whether you're an executive at his company, whether you're one of his friends, or yes, even if you're his kids or his kids-in-law, lying for Trump to protect him only puts you in trouble, and he'll never be there for you. And this is crucial because we've talked about it. We talked yesterday about how Donald Trump clearly has a favorite in Ivanka. He clearly loves her more than Don Jr. and Eric. He said that if it came down to it, he would sacrifice Don Jr. to protect Ivanka from prison. But ultimately, no one's more protected than him. That if he has to choose between himself and any of his kids, yes, even Ivanka, he will send her to prison over himself and is expecting her to fall on the sword for him, which is why he put his children at risk in signing all of these documents that openly lied to Congress, to tax officials, etc. Only a monster would knowingly put his kids in a position to commit crimes for them. Somewhere along the line, Donald Trump made his kids executives at the company and then put them in a position of authority where if the crimes were discovered, they could be blamed. And so you're seeing this everywhere, folks, where Eric, Don Jr., Ivanka, they've all lied for Daddy, whether it's lying on documents, whether it's lying in sworn depositions and sworn testimony. These people have done everything for their daddy, but their daddy is just using it as ammunition against them. Look, I have no real sympathy for the adult Trump children, but the point is, these adult Trump kids, while I don't feel sorry for them, it's like no one deserves a father that would sell them out. No one deserves a father that would put them in positions of power to protect himself. But that's what he did. And so right now, like a good mob boss, Donald Trump has everyone else's fingerprints on the crime, and unless they use RICO provisions, which they are considering, to go directly at Trump, or unless people like Weitzelberg and his kids flip, he might get away with it. You don't have to feel bad for the Trump kids, but you do know that anyone that would sacrifice their kids is a monster.